What's up guys, Label Lifts here. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to quickly read nutrition labels so you can easily track your macros. First and foremost, I am not a doctor or a registered dietitian. I am a certified exercise physiologist, and as such, my background involves eating for sports performance. Always check with your physician or registered dietitian before making any changes to your diet. This video will be a brief overview of nutrition labels for tracking macros. If you want a more in-depth and comprehensive guide to reading nutrition labels, let me know in the comment section down below. And with that out of the way, let's break down some nutrition labels. So tell me if this sounds familiar. It's early morning, you get out of bed and make your way to the kitchen. You open up your pantry and begin the long, hard process of deciding what you want to eat for breakfast. Now normally, you would just make whatever sounds good in the moment, but you just started a fitness plan and know that you have a calorie and macro goal to achieve if you want to reach your fitness goals. But where do you start? It may seem overwhelming if you've never looked at a nutrition label before, but have no fear. Label Lifts has got you covered. Let's start at the top. The first thing you want to read when looking at a nutrition label is the serving size. All the nutritional information on the label is based on the serving size presented. This is especially important as many products have more than one serving per container. Serving sizes are usually measured out by the cup or are weighed out in grams. This is why some people use a food scale in order to weigh out their food. If we take a look at this example, we can see that this product has 8 servings per container and a single serving is 2/3 of a cup or 55 grams. Next up, we have calories. This part of the label is letting you know how many calories you are getting per one serving of this food. So per one serving, you are getting 230 calories. It's important to take note of this because you could be consuming more calories than you think if you don't take the time to measure out your food. Say you end up eating twice the serving size, which is very easy to do with some foods, then you would actually be eating 460 calories. And if we take a look at the entire container, which has 8 servings, it has a grand total of 1,840 calories. This can seriously impact your fitness goal if you're trying to stay under a certain amount of calories for the day. Moving on to our first macronutrient, we have fats. Fats are essential for conducting normal bodily processes, such as hormone production. Fats will appear as total fat on the nutrition label. You can see from here that fats are broken down even further into saturated fats and trans fats. For the purpose of this video, we won't be getting into the specifics when it comes to saturated fats and trans fats. Just be aware that they are not the best quality fats and can lead to serious health problems if consumed on a regular basis. So this may have you thinking, the label says that there's 1 gram of saturated fat and 0 grams of trans fat, so where do we get the 8 total grams from? The label doesn't outright say it, but if we subtract the 1 gram of saturated fat from the 8 grams of total fat, we are left with 7 grams of unsaturated fat. Unsaturated fats are the type of healthy fat that we want to get from our diet, as they are packed with a bunch of health benefits. When it comes to selecting fats to meet your macro needs, look for foods that are high in unsaturated fats and low in both saturated and trans fats. Now that we understand how fats are presented, let's move on to macronutrient number 2, carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the body's preferred energy source. After they are consumed, they are converted to glycogen, where they are stored in muscle cells to provide energy during times of physical activity. Carbohydrates will read as total carbohydrates on the nutrition label. Carbohydrates are broken down as dietary fiber, total sugar, and added sugar. When selecting carbohydrates to meet our macronutrient needs, we want to select foods that are both low in total sugar and added sugar. Added sugars are sugars that the manufacturers decides to include on top of the sugar already contained in the food. This can be done for a variety of reasons, but it's usually done in order to enhance the taste of the food product. While this may make the food taste better, consuming excess sugars on a regular basis will not only hinder you from reaching your fitness goal, but can also lead to health problems down the road. In regards to tracking your macros, choose foods that are high enough in carbohydrates to meet your energy needs, but are not loaded with a ton of sugar. And last but not least, we're moving on to the final macronutrient, protein. Made up of amino acids, protein is the main component of the body's muscles, bones, skin, tissues, and organs. That being said, protein plays a critical role in building and repairing muscle tissue, especially after a workout. Nutrition labels keep this one pretty simple. They outright state how many grams of protein are in each serving of their product. In regards to meeting your macro needs, just make sure you are consuming foods that will allow you to reach 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight worth of protein by the end of the day. And that's it, guys. You now know how to read a nutrition label in order to calculate your macros. You'll be able to take a quick glance and know exactly what macros are in the food you're eating. Whether your goal is to put on size or lose body fat, you'll be able to add up your total calories, protein, fats, and carbs in order to reach your fitness goals. And that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope this quick overview of nutrition labels has helped you better understand how to read them and calculate your macros. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Label Lifts, signing out. Have a good one, guys.